Imagine this. Winter's grip tightens, and your heating bill skyrockets. But nestled amongst rolling hills, a community thrives, staying warm in spacious homes without breaking the bank. I'm talking about the Amish, folks who've mastered the art of cozy living with nature. One of their ingenious secrets? The rocket mass heater. Think of it as the Ferrari of wood stoves, sleek, powerful, and incredibly efficient. This isn't your grandpa's fireplace, folks. This marvel extracts maximum heat from minimal wood, like a magician pulling rabbits out of a hat. While a regular fireplace guzzles wood faster than a hungry bear, the rocket mass heater keeps you toasty for hours with just a few branches. How does it work? Well, instead of sending most of the heat up the chimney, and your wallet along with it, this clever contraption acts like a heat-storing battery. The fire burns fiercely, converting almost all the wood into heat, not smoke. This intense heat is then absorbed by a massive structure, think cob, brick, or stone, and slowly released like a warm hug, even after the fire's died down. Get this. A small armful of wood can keep you cozy for up to 24 hours. You load it up in the morning, and it's still radiating warmth when you crawl into bed. Talk about a true testament to sustainable living. Of course, like any powerful tool, it requires careful handling. Proper ventilation is key. You don't want to suffocate. And while the initial setup might seem daunting, the long-term rewards are immense. Some folks report using up to 80% less wood compared to traditional fireplaces. Plus, many designs include a flat-top surface for heating water or even cooking. Talk about efficiency. When wood supplies dwindle, the Amish turn to another time-tested champion, the coal stove. These robust workhorses, particularly popular in coal-rich regions, have kept Amish homes warm for generations. Imagine a coal stove as a marathon runner, steadily providing heat for hours on a single load. No more midnight trips to stoke the fire, a true blessing during those bone-chilling winter nights. The Amish are masters of resourcefulness. They often install coal stoves in the basement, allowing the heat to rise naturally throughout the house. And here's a clever trick. They pour a bit of water near ventilation shafts on particularly cold days. As the water evaporates, it helps distribute heat more effectively, creating a natural humidifier. The Amish way of life teaches us valuable lessons about living in harmony with nature. By embracing sustainable practices and embracing ingenious solutions, they demonstrate that comfort and environmental responsibility can go hand in hand. Let's talk numbers. When it comes to heating costs, coal stoves can be real money savers, especially in coal-rich regions. A ton of coal, which can heat a decent-sized home for about a month during winter, typically costs between $100 and $150. Compare that to the average American family's winter heating bill, which can easily climb to $300 a month, and you can see why the Amish stick with this tried-and-true method. Of course, there's a catch. The initial investment can be hefty, with quality stoves ranging from $1,500 to a cool $3,000. And let's not forget the dust. It's like having a messy house guest that never quite cleans up after itself. Plus, coal burning produces more emissions than wood, so proper ventilation is crucial. But the Amish, with their generations of experience, have mastered these challenges. The real magic of coal stoves lies in their consistency. Unlike temperamental wood fires, coal burns at a steady pace, providing reliable warmth day and night. It's like having a faithful old workhorse. You load it up, adjust the dampers, and it keeps chugging along, maintaining a cozy temperature. In fact, some Amish families have been using the same coal stove for over 50 years. Now that's getting your money's worth. As one Amish farmer put it, a good coal stove is like a good horse. Treat it right, and it'll serve you faithfully for years to come. Moving into slightly more modern territory, let's explore the third heating method favored by the Amish: heaters powered by propane, kerosene, or natural gas. You might be wondering how these fit into the Amish lifestyle, which often shuns modern technology? The answer is beautifully simple. These heaters don't require electricity to operate, aligning perfectly with Amish values while providing efficient heating. Imagine this: a long day of work in the fields, and you're shivering with cold. These heaters are like sprinters, quick to start and instantly effective. No waiting around for a fire to build up. You simply light them up, and within minutes you're feeling toasty. Talk about a welcome feature. Convenience is key. These heaters require minimal maintenance compared to their wood or coal-burning cousins. No ashes to clean, no fuel to stack, and no mess to deal with. Many models are also portable, allowing families to move them between rooms as needed. It's like having a faithful dog that follows you around, keeping you warm wherever you go. Cost-wise, these heaters present an interesting picture. A typical family might spend around $20 to $25 per month on propane or kerosene during the winter. While this might seem substantial, it's still significantly less than the average American household's heating bill. The initial equipment cost is also relatively modest, with basic models starting around $200 to $300. However, there are challenges to consider. Proper ventilation is crucial. These heaters need to breathe just like we do. Fuel costs can fluctuate, and you'll need to ensure a steady supply. But the Amish have mastered the art of fuel management, often buying in bulk during the off-season when prices are lower. The real advantage of these heaters lies in their flexibility. Whether it's a small workspace that needs quick heating or a larger living area requiring sustained warmth, there's a propane, kerosene, or natural gas heater that can handle the job efficiently. And here's where things get really clever. The Amish have mastered the art of making their lighting pull double duty as heating sources. When you can't use electricity, you need to get creative, and that's exactly what they've done with their gas-powered lighting systems. The star players in this heating lighting combo are the mantle lamps. These ingenious devices, typically fitted with 2 to 4 mantles, not only illuminate the room, but also raise the temperature by a surprising 3 to 5 degrees Fahrenheit. Running on propane or natural gas, they produce the most heat output of any Amish lighting solution. Think of them as tiny space heaters that happen to illuminate your evening quilting session. But the real workhorses of this system are the wall-mounted gas sconces. These fixed-position lights are strategically placed throughout living areas, creating a network of mini heat sources that work together to maintain a comfortable temperature. It's like having a team of tiny radiators that moonlight as lighting fixtures. The Amish are particularly fond of placing these sconces in gathering spaces where families spend their evenings together, creating a warm and inviting atmosphere. Now here's the brilliance. These gas lamps provide extra warmth during the short winter days when you need them most. Sure, the heat output might seem modest. We're talking about light fixtures after all. But in a well-insulated Amish home, every degree counts. And since the lights need to be on anyway, any heat generated is essentially free warmth. It's a remarkably cost-effective system, too. A typical gas lamp might consume around $15 to $20 worth of fuel per month, covering both your lighting and supplemental heating needs. True to Amish fashion, it's a practical solution that maximizes available resources. And here's a fun tidbit. On particularly cold evenings, Amish families often gather around, enjoying the combined warmth of multiple gas lights. It's not just about staying warm, it's about creating a cozy atmosphere that brings the family together. Now let's heat things up with another impressive Amish heating solution, the masonry heater. Think of it as the heavyweight champion of wood stoves, but with a PhD in heat distribution. These sophisticated systems, built from brick, stone, or concrete, are absolute masters at squeezing every last bit of warmth from a small amount of wood. What sets masonry heaters apart is their remarkable ability to store and slowly release heat. The magic happens in a small enclosed combustion chamber where the fire burns intensely. But here's the clever part. Instead of letting all that precious heat escape up the chimney, The masonry heater traps it within its dense stone or brick walls. It's like having a thermal battery that charges up quickly and then releases its energy slowly over the next 24 hours. The efficiency is truly impressive. While a traditional wood stove might need constant feeding to maintain warmth, a masonry heater can heat several rooms for up to 24 hours with just 1 or 2 fires a day. Light it up in the morning, and you'll still be feeling toasty when you wake up the next day. Plus, they burn so efficiently that you'll hardly see any smoke, just a slight heat wave shimmering in the winter air. Located primarily in Amish living rooms, these heaters become natural gathering points during cold winter days. The surface of the heater stays warm, but not hot enough to burn, making it a safe and comfortable spot to gather around. Some Amish families even build in benches along their masonry heaters, creating the perfect spot for warming up after coming in from the cold. The key difference between these and regular wood stoves: a wood stove gives you intense heat that quickly dissipates when the fire dies down. A masonry heater provides steady, consistent warmth throughout the day. It's like comparing a sprint to a marathon. Both get you there, but the masonry heater takes the slow and steady approach. Now that we know how the Amish heat their homes, it's equally important to know how to keep the warmth in. While everyone else is cranking up their thermostats, Amish families are staying warm thanks to some seriously smart architectural choices that would make modern energy efficiency experts nod in approval. First, let's talk about their approach to floor plans. Amish homes are designed with efficiency in mind. Not too big, not too small, just right for maintaining comfortable temperatures without wasting heat on unused space. They arrange their rooms like pieces on a chessboard, ensuring heat can flow naturally from one space to another. The layout often features a central living area where families gather, with other rooms branching off strategically to benefit from the heat distribution. Here's where it gets really interesting. Their window placement is pure genius. Those south-facing windows aren't just for enjoying the view, they're actually part of a passive solar heating system that's been working brilliantly for generations. During winter months, when the sun sits lower in the sky, these windows catch maximum sunlight, turning each ray into free heating. It's like having nature's own heating system working for you. But perhaps the most clever feature is their use of low ceilings and lofted spaces. Remember that elementary school science lesson about heat rising? The Amish put this principle to work beautifully. Their lower ceilings keep warm air right where it's needed, at human height, instead of letting it float up into wasted space. And those cozy lofts where family members often sleep? They're naturally warmer thanks to all that rising heat collecting near the top of the house. These architectural choices create what I call an Amish thermal hug, a cozy, energy-efficient environment that keeps families warm and comfortable throughout the coldest months. Amish homes prioritize efficient heat distribution, with warmer temperatures in living areas and cooler temperatures in less used spaces. This heat hierarchy minimizes heat loss and maximizes comfort. Many Amish homes face east, capturing morning sunlight for natural warmth. A key element of their heating strategy is thermal mass. Soapstone, a dense material, acts like a natural heat battery. It absorbs heat from nearby sources and slowly releases it over several hours, providing consistent warmth throughout the day and night. Amish homes incorporate various heat-storing materials, including clay walls, brick interiors, and stone or ceramic flooring. These materials absorb and release heat, maintaining a stable temperature. For example, soapstone blocks placed near a masonry heater continue radiating warmth after the fire dies down. This approach offers several advantages. Thermal mass provides steady, consistent warmth, unlike the on and off cycles of many modern systems. Financially, the Amish significantly outperform the average American household. While typical American families spend $1,500 to $2,500 annually on heating, Amish families spend just $600 to $1,000, a savings of over 60%. This includes the sweat equity of labor-intensive methods like chopping wood. Furthermore, Amish heating solutions are highly sustainable. Unlike modern systems that require frequent replacements, many Amish methods, such as coal stoves, can last for generations with minimal maintenance. The Amish demonstrate that efficient and sustainable heating is possible. Their approach offers valuable lessons for modern homeowners seeking to reduce energy consumption and lower their environmental impact.